Hi, it's Elliot Wilcox from TrialTheater.com, and I want to give you some tips that are going to dramatically improve the way you do your cross-examination. Now, before we begin, I want to remind you I got a free copy of Francis Wellman's The Art of Cross-Examination. All you have to do is go to TrialTheater.com or go to theartofcrossexamination.com, and you can download the entire thing for free. If you really want to improve your trial skills, your cross-examination skills, get your hands on this. But like I know, that's a thick book. There's a lot to pick up in there. Maybe you're going to trial next week, maybe you're going to trial tomorrow, and you need some tips right now that'll dramatically improve your cross-examination. I'm going to give you everything you need to know about cross-examination in 2 simple and easy tips. This is not going to be a master cross-examination class. This is not going to be something that makes you, just the end-all be-all trial lawyer. But what you're going to learn here, if you follow these 2 tips every single time, these 2 tips will dramatically improve the style and the quality of your cross-examination. Basically, there's a lot of great stuff in here. Let me give you the 2 tips that'll help you out immediately. You can put these tips to work tomorrow and dramatically improve your cross. Tip number 1. Every question is a leading question. Simple, right? Every question is a leading question. Now, I know that sounds simple, but basically, let me give you the difference between cross-examination and direct examination. In direct examination, I'm asking you a question, you're supposed to have some information. You tell me what the information is. I ask a question, you provide information. That's the pattern. I ask a question, you provide information. But in direct examination, you've got a witness who presumably is favorable to your testimony or favorable to your case. Cross-examination, not the case. Cross-examination, look, if this guy had something that would help you out, you would have called him, right? You would have put him on the witness stand. It's your opponent who called him, so obviously he's there and he's trying to do something to hurt your case. Cross-examination, we don't ask for information. Cross-examination, you're telling the witness a statement and he agrees or disagrees. Every question that you ask needs to be a leading question. And leading questions are easy. A simple statement, usually followed by a tagline. You went to the store, right? Your name is Bob Jones, right? 3 other people were with you that day, weren't they? Simple and easy. Statement plus a tagline. That's all it is. Now, when you're preparing your cross-examination, you're going to go through and you're going to look for the following danger words. These are the words that kill cross-examinations. Who, what, where, how, when, why, tell us, explain. These words will kill you. Who, what, where, how, when, why. You've heard those before. Tell us, explain. These are the additional deadly words that give the witness an opening and allow them to give a speech that always invariably messes up your case. Look, I know, a lot of trial lawyers go, no, you don't understand, man, I'm so good, I don't need to ask leading questions. I can pin them down in such a way that there is no way that they can come up with a possible answer that explains things. Right. You think that happens, and then you pin them down in the corner, and then you ask them to explain why, and they come up with an explanation, and it's the only explanation that you haven't thought of yet. Look, let's face it, you're dealing with a bunch of different cases. You're going to trial on a lot of different cases, a lot of different witnesses, you got a lot of stuff to pack into your mind. But a really determined witness, that's all they think about. That's all they've got in their mind. Picture a criminal defendant. He's sitting in jail. What else does he have to do 24 hours a day but think of a story? Think about some of these witnesses, a plaintiff who's been injured. They've got nothing to do but think of their story. And if you give them an explanation opportunity, they'll take it. They'll run with it. They'll say something that hurts you. Or if nothing else, they'll just do a narrative and try and get in some inadmissible information. So let's avoid that situation. Every question that you ask is going to be a leading question. No who, no what, no where, no how, no when, no why, no tell us, no explain. None of it. Just a statement plus a tagline each and every time. Now the thing is, it's a little weird asking questions like this. You need to practice. I got a couple tips I guess I could give you on how to ask leading questions. Ways to practice, cross-examine your dog, cross-examine a bobblehead doll, things like that. But let's not waste too much time on that. Let's just focus on the formation of the questions. every question is going to be a leading question. Every question makes a statement, and the witness agrees or disagrees. If you will look, forget the whole book. If you will follow that one tip, I guarantee you, you will demonstrate more control over the witness. You will demonstrate more control over your cross-examination. You will get better responses, better information than ever before. But it's a guideline. It's not a guideline. I'm sorry. Every question. Not every question except when I think I can get away with asking an open-ended question. Not every question as long as I'm in the mood. Not every question unless I think he's unable to explain the answer. No. Every question. Every question that you ask should be a leading question. Now look, maybe on advanced levels you want to go away from that, but we're sticking with basic stuff here. And basic level, basic, easy stuff, every question needs to be a leading question. If you will do that, you will dynamically improve the skills that you've got. Now, if you're doing that, if you're making sure that every question is a leading question, I got another tip that's going to make it easier for you to ask better leading questions. And here it is. One new fact per question. Okay? One new fact per question. So here's an example of a leading question. You and Bob and Tom went to the store on Bumby Avenue last week to buy a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and a carton of cigarettes. Right? It's a leading question. But it's a bad leading question. Because the question is so long that there's so much room for something to disagree with that the witness maybe disagrees with an ampersand, maybe disagrees with a conjunction. Let's avoid that possibility. Every question is a leading question, and one new fact per question. So we take that long question and we break it down into a series of maybe 6 or 7 or 8 individual single fact questions. You went to the store last week. You went to the store in Bumby last week. Bob went with you. Tom went with you. You went to the store to buy Dr. Pepper. You bought a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper. You also bought a carton of cigarettes. Bob and Tom were with you when you bought the Dr. Pepper and the carton of cigarettes. Now, it's a stupid example, but do you get the process of what I'm talking about? You don't ask a compound question that asks for 19 different facts in a single question. You don't ask a compound question that asks for 2 new facts in a question. You ask a question that asks for 1 fact in a question. Just 1 fact. And then once you've established that fact, you can add another new fact. And once you've established that new fact, you can add another new fact to it. But all you're doing is 1 fact at a time. And that way, if the witness says no, you know exactly what fact he disagrees with, and you can follow up if need be, or just take the denial and move on with it and close your argument, whatever you need to do. So, 1 new fact. Now, the other hard part of that is you're asking for 1 new fact per question. No opinions. Don't ask them how they feel. Save that crap for someplace else. 1 new fact per question. Now, this is a simple and easy video. This is not designed to be any type of advanced level skills. Just quick and easy tips that will improve the cross-examination that you're going to do tomorrow. I've got all sorts of other stuff on advanced stuff, and like I said, this book here has tons and tons and tons of advanced techniques that you can pick up. But as far as simple and easy goes, to improve your cross-examination skills tomorrow, follow those 2 guidelines and do not deviate from them at all. 1 new fact per question. Every question is a leading question. You follow those 2 rules, and I guarantee your cross-examinations are going to be better. Now, hey, you want some more tips that'll help improve your skills? You want some more tips that'll take you to the next level? Just go to www.theartofcrossexamination.com. You go there and you can download the entire book for free. Go there or go to www.trialtheater.com. And if you go there, I've got tons of tips that'll help you improve your trial skills, tons of tips that'll improve your cross-examinations, and tips that you're going to be able to take so that when you go into the courtroom, you're the master of the courtroom, you're the master of cross-examination, and at the end of the day, you get the verdict that you deserve. So until next time, Best wishes for success in your next trial. Go ahead and sign up for that stuff. I'll also give you advance notice when I come up with more videos like this. All right? Take care.